Good morning, everyone. Today we will be interviewing Dr. John Bannister, the director of the Center for Innovative Teaching and Learning. Dr. Bannister, we want to start off by asking you what exactly inspired you to take on the role of a mentor at the university?
Well, first, thanks for having me. And I would answer that just by saying that I enjoy helping people grow. So when you say mentorship, anything that I can do to help people kind of get to their next step is just something that I've always wanted to do. So I kind of have dedicated, a lot of time and energy to doing just that.
Right, and it's all about impact. And for that, I really want to know, out of your many campus roles, because it's a lot that you do on campus, which area do you feel like you really had the most impact?
That's a hard question because I think I'm a lot harder on myself than people would be on me. But I would say being able to help faculty, staff, and students integrate technology into teaching and learning is probably the thing that I'm bringing to the campus the most right now.
Okay, yeah. And in all of that, I know you've gone through a lot of different things. You've had an extensive journey that has gotten to you into the position that you are now. So I really want to know that what is one of your life experiences that you can reference when encouraging your mentees and anyone that you impact to keep moving forward? Like, what is that key thing that you tell them to keep in the back of their mind when they're going for something?
I tell people all the time, it's okay to fail. It's okay not to get it right on the first time. But if you don't get it right, keep going. Because failure is a lesson, and learning is one of the hardest things we will ever do as people. You have to be comfortable not actually getting it right, and going back to the table, so to speak. So being comfortable with failure.
Okay, so we know you have a background in photography. So how did your interest in photography turn into something greater in leadership and mentorship?
Well, for me, photography for a long time was kind of my way of gaining peace and, kind of being able to, get out and go different places and, just have some time for myself. But what I found is images allow people to capture just excited moments in their life. So what I've started to do in terms of turning it into a business was, just focusing on things that people enjoy and trying to capture those images.
So what kind of situations do you encounter with people you're guiding or your mentees that remind you of why you started this journey or career in mentorship?
Sometimes people are just a little frightened of particularly technology. And particularly, around faculty and staff, they may be a little more frightened of technology because they didn't grow up with it like you guys did. I think, I can kind of liken back to working with my mother on some of the earlier computer stuff, like, early Microsoft and things like that, and when email first started. I've always said to people that my mother was the last person that I felt like could physically do me harm. So if I can teach her how to do something with technology, I can teach anybody.
So do you see yourself taking these technical skills or leadership skills beyond Johnson T. Smith, or do you want to stay in the education field?
Well, education is kind of relative. I've committed myself to always educating. I would never say never to new opportunities. I severely enjoy what I do now. So in terms of leaving, it's not something that's on the table for me right now. But you never say never.
In your bio, it does talk about you being a bridge builder. And what did you mean by a bridge builder?
I've always been a person that was able to connect people and connect with different people, and I think it became a skill set for me that sometimes is missing from situations, being able to kind of understand multiple sides of a story and, bring people together with that consensus. It's unfortunate that it's as rare as it is these days, but that's something that I've always been good at.
Who inspires you?
A lot of people inspired me. My mother, who's no longer here, inspired me. I have an older sister. My son, who's now 14, inspires me. My wife. You guys inspire me. Looking at you guys do the things that you do now is so inspiring. It almost makes you want to relive the opportunity. Then, then maybe I wouldn't have to pay as many bills too. But you guys being creative and being innovative and wanting to succeed is so aspirational.
Do you have anything you want to add, like in the future, your future plans, or?
My future plans consist of being comfortable and being happy. And if you can manage those two things in life, it really doesn't matter what you're doing for a career. You know, so decide on what you want to do, and you just make yourself comfortable and happy.
We've asked you all of these different things about your process and your relationships and how you gotten to where you gotten, but now we want to ask a little personal question. So we know that you enjoy photography, we know you enjoy going different places and doing different things. So where do you see the photography field going in the next 10 years?
There's a lot of interesting things going on, and I still don't understand like the NFT thing that's been
Right.
kind of bubbling over lately. But I think particularly with COVID, kind of keeping everybody in the house, photography has an opportunity to really, I don't want to say make a resurgence, but really kind of get people back into mood to be comfortable in travel and things like that. So I think over the next couple of years, and maybe even, as far as a decade, photography will be the main vehicle for getting people to want to see things again, and wanting to travel. People are starting to travel again now, but I think if you can capture images that really capture the essence of a place, people are going to want to see that with their eyes. So I think, photography will play a strong role in that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bannister. We really appreciate you for sitting down with us today, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
Absolutely.